Every town has a story people laugh about until someone disappears. In one forgotten neighborhood, an old television turns on by itself every single night at exactly 3:13 a.m. It doesn't play movies or news. Instead, it shows one terrifying broadcast, a missing person's final message. No one knows where the signal comes from, or why every victim begs the same chilling warning before the screen suddenly goes black. Tonight, someone decides to watch until the end and discovers the truth. The last voice on Channel 13. People in Ashwood stopped talking about Channel 13 years ago. Not because they forgot, because those who remembered either disappeared or refused to speak about it ever again. The story began with an abandoned television inside a small house at the edge of town. The family who lived there vanished without leaving behind a single clue. Police searched every room. Nothing was stolen. Dinner still sat on the table. The front door was unlocked. Only one thing looked strange. The old television was still plugged in. No cable, no antenna, no electricity connected to the house. Yet every night at exactly 3:13 a.m., the screen turned on. Authorities believed it was a broken electronic device. They threw it away. The next morning, it was back in the living room, exactly where it had been before. No fingerprints, no signs of forced entry. Eventually, the house was sealed forever. Years later, a young filmmaker named Ethan heard the legend. He didn't believe ghost stories. His channel focused on exploring abandoned places. He wanted proof, nothing more. One rainy Friday night, Ethan entered the forgotten house carrying 2 cameras and a flashlight. Dust covered every floor. Broken furniture leaned against cracked walls. The air smelled old, like something had been waiting for years. The television still sat in the corner, silent, covered in dust. Its screen reflected Ethan's flashlight. He smiled. It doesn't even have power. He checked every cable. Nothing. Satisfied, he placed a camera facing the television. Then he waited. Hours passed. Outside, rain tapped softly against broken windows. His eyes became heavy. Then, his watch vibrated. 3:13 a.m. The television clicked. The screen slowly filled with black and white static. A loud buzzing echoed through the empty room. Ethan froze. The camera beside him continued recording. The static faded. A woman's face appeared. She looked terrified. Her clothes were dirty. Blood ran from a cut above her eyebrow. She looked directly into the camera. "If anyone sees this," she whispered, "don't answer the knocking." Behind her, someone knocked 3 slow times. Knock, knock, knock. The woman started crying. "He found me." The knocking grew louder. She looked behind her, then back toward the camera. "If he asks your name," her voice shook. "Never tell him." The screen suddenly filled with static again. The broadcast ended. The room became silent. Ethan stared at the television. His heartbeat pounded inside his ears. Then, someone knocked on the front door. 3 slow knocks. Knock, knock, knock. Ethan laughed nervously. Probably teenagers. Maybe another explorer. He walked toward the entrance. His hand reached the doorknob. Then he remembered the woman's warning. "Don't answer the knocking." He stepped back. Silence returned. A minute later, a deep voice echoed from outside. "Ethan." His blood turned cold. He never told anyone where he was. The voice repeated, "Ethan." Then, "I know you're inside." He backed away from the door. Every instinct screamed at him to run. Instead, the television turned on again. Another face appeared. This time, it was a teenage boy, missing since 1998. His photograph had once been printed on posters across the state. His eyes were filled with panic. "It knows your name now," he whispered. "You listened. You watched. And now, it watches you." The image glitched violently. Behind the boy, a tall shadow slowly appeared. Its face couldn't be seen, only two pale eyes glowing in darkness. The boy screamed. The broadcast ended. Every light inside Ethan's camera suddenly died. Battery full only seconds earlier. Now, empty. The flashlight switched off. Darkness swallowed the room. Then, footsteps. Slow, heavy. Walking inside the house. Impossible. The doors never opened. Ethan couldn't see anything, only breathing. Very close. Then the television lit up again. Its glow barely illuminated the room. Standing beside it was a tall figure. Too thin, too tall. Its head bent sideways at an unnatural angle. Its face remained hidden behind darkness. Only those pale eyes stared directly at Ethan. It spoke softly. "Tell me." A long silence followed. "Your name." Ethan remembered the warning. "Never answer." He stayed silent. The creature stepped closer. Its movements looked wrong, almost like broken video frames skipping forward. Again it whispered, "What is your name?" Ethan covered his mouth. His heartbeat became unbearable. The creature leaned inches from his face. Then, it smiled. A smile far too wide for any human. Without warning, the television exploded into loud static. The creature disappeared. Everything became silent. Morning sunlight slowly entered through broken windows. Ethan was alive, shaking, terrified. He grabbed his cameras and ran. Back home, he checked the footage. Hours of exploring appeared perfectly normal, until 3:13 a.m. The recording changed. Instead of showing the woman or the teenage boy, the screen displayed Ethan himself. He was sitting exactly where he had waited, looking directly into the camera. His face was pale. His eyes were filled with fear. He slowly spoke. "If you're watching this," he whispered, "don't stay awake until 3:13. It uses the television first, then the camera, and finally, you." Behind video Ethan, someone knocked 3 slow times. Knock, knock, knock. The recording ended. Ethan stared in disbelief. He never recorded those words. He deleted every file, destroyed every camera, burned every memory card. Weeks passed. Life slowly returned to normal, until one night, unable to sleep, he looked at the clock. 3:13 a.m. His bedroom television turned on by itself. Static filled the screen. Then, his own face appeared again. Only this time, it wasn't a recording. It smiled and whispered, "Thank you for becoming Channel 13's newest voice." The screen went black. The next morning, Ethan was gone. Police found no signs of struggle, no fingerprints, no clues. Only one thing remained: an old television, still plugged into nothing, waiting for exactly 3:13 a.m. Some stories are meant to stay buried, but every legend begins with someone who refused to believe it. If you enjoyed this original horror story, subscribe to Midnight Whispers for more chilling tales that will make you think twice before turning off the lights. And remember, if an abandoned TV ever turns on by itself at 3:13 a.m., don't change the channel. Just walk away.